Hello, and there's another. Well, it looks quite a beautiful morning. Should be sunny all day according to the forecast. Mind, we're due for some rain fairly soon. And I'm just looking at the forecast. We're not going to harvest much until the second half of autumn, are we? No, we're not. No, you agree, don't you? Right, let's get on. Right, welcome back to Blickling. Set in the heart of God's own county, Norfolk. That should upset a few Yorkshiremen. Alright, our first thing is, you may just notice there's a slight change on our tractors here. Now, you know the trouble I have with tight turning on some of these, especially JCBs, which have not got the best turn circle in the world. Well, good mate, Phil Davis, you may remember it's either the Bates and Davis or Davis and Bates transport on Old Ridge. Well, Phil said I don't know if he'd been in contact with Stevie and said about this problem. He's having the same problem, and Stevie has come up with a couple of JCBs. So they're the in-game ones, the 8000 and the 3000, but he does two versions, and these ones have got the four-wheel steer on. Also, he's got a very unrealistic, very powerful engine, but I'm not going to. The engine part is exactly the same as it was before. But because of this, I had to take off more realistic, so it swings and roundabouts. But let's just have a look at one of these, get one of these out. Get into it. And I actually draw it out. And I just had to put a straightforward CVT gearbox in. The gearbox I was using on the 3000 doesn't want to play properly. But if you look, the rear wheels just steer, not a lot, but the beauty of that is with only steering a little, it tightens your steering circle up. But it also is not too much that when you're on the road and going at speed that it upsets all things. Now, I think today we will be getting on and just weeding the meadows we cut last time, so I'm going to go and hook up to the weeder. Now, one other thing, I was talking to one of the other farmers around it, and he suggested that for forks I use a different make. Now, we may just go, if we've got time, go and pick a set up. We have money at the moment, but I'm trying to save money to buy a medal so I can get rid of those grass medals there. But because I've been talking around, I don't want to sell them all. As you know, I want to keep one for the local cricket team to use. Yeah, I'm a cricket nut, so and I play in the local team, but badly, but I play in it. That's it. So here we go and do some weeding of those two meadows that we cut last time. I'm not going to bother with the others, but just in case we need them again, we will have another cut this year, and I think it'll have to be straightforward grass, and we hope we've got enough hay. If not, we just have to go to the hay and straw broker and buy a few bales. Not a great problem. We go across here again. I need to get this ploughed as well, so I'm going to predict what is raining. If it's raining on the first 3 periods of autumn, I think I will plough this. Well, I ain't got plough. I think I can get away with just cultivate and then seed it. I could probably get away. I think it's direct drilling in there, but I'm not a great fan of direct drilling. Apart from the fact, if I actually put some muck on there, if we've got enough muck, we could save ourselves a lot of hassle with having to fertilise later. All food for thought. It'll be the same as normal. I will be selling during the winter. Let's see what we can do with this. Get up in this top corner here and just weed this down. Weed is a nice little implement to use. It's simple, it's quick. I'm going to see if I could come out a little bit. We go do one headland, then I think we will attempt some up and down. Oops. I don't know how fast it will go. Actually, what we'd do is we'd put this on the cruise. Yeah, well, we would put on the cruise if it decided to go. I think it's actually my pedal. I've come to the conclusion it's my pedal there, which has stopped me going on for cruise, but it's sticking slightly, and I'm just too damn lazy to try and take it apart to clean it. It's one of the reasons I don't go racing, because, yeah, my pedals stick. Yeah, very embarrassing if you're racing. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm not going to mention the fact I'm also awful at every racing game I've tried, and I have tried most of the recent ones. The only one I got on was that All Was R Factor, and I really must try and get on with that again. And that's meant to be one of the more realistic ones. I have to say, Lou, Formula 1 2016. Project Cars is okay, but I just couldn't, for some reason, just couldn't get on with it. In fact, we have got that display up here, haven't we? Can we? That's the one I want. I can see where I've been then. We've got all these mod cons in here. I must clean the animals out too, the cows out, and also see if we want some more muck up at the greenhouses. It's a busy period, especially when you run the farm on your Todd. If we get another field, I may have to consider employing someone again, but at the moment I can manage. See, I left quite a bit of hay behind. Almost left no bales worth. Oh, that's too late now. We'll get this on GPS in a moment, and we have the easy life, just setting it up and going back over. Do it over the far side, I think. I want to get into a headland at this top end. The hedge is rather close, and remember that we can't drive through hedges. We can try. Oh, you will notice one other thing. Let's get back to these Stevie models. Typical Stevie, he's really got a turn with the beacons. Look at this. That is beautiful. And you still got the pink wheels, because I think it's breast cancer awareness, the pink wheels, or the pink. I know locally we have a yearly run by the Pink Ladies. The Pink Ladies are, I think, well, they're women really who happen to get hold of tractors, and they go for a little rally round raising money for breast cancer, and they're always dressed fully in pink. But it's quite a sight, because they don't drive modern ones, they drive the old open top tractors normally, so it's a bit good to see, but you have to hope it never rains when they're doing it. Oh, that's better. Look, I just steered straight into where I want to go. Right, I'm gonna personally now come out and thank Phil and Stevie. Stevie may not see this. I don't think he watches my stuff. I can't say I blame him. I tell you what, I wouldn't watch it if I wasn't doing it. No, I'd never said that. But Stevie, I don't use me as Stevie stuff, mainly because he does tend to make it a little bit unrealistic at times. But that's the way he wants to play, and I have no problem with that. And I play my way, which is also unrealistic. Let's face it. Right now then. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Drop that down and away we go. Just keep an eye on where that line is. But as you know, I'm a great JCB fan, and also because I took the more realistic out, I got a whole, mind you, just after I took it out and had a look on the database, I noticed it was more realistic for the 7000 series JCB, which I also got on this mod folder, but I haven't actually looked at it properly yet. We may well do. But only if we want another tractor, and at the moment we don't. We got, I think we got 4 tractors, there's only one of me. I'm a great believer, if you watch many of these series, there's the minimum amount of equipment you can get away with at the moment, because on that challenge I've set myself, and it's not an official challenge, it's my own little thing to see if I can do it. God, well, I would never have turned around like that before. Excuse me if I'm gushing a bit about this mod, but it's a silly thing like that. Now, could I have done it myself? Possibly, but well, all I could have done was help with the amount of front wheels to turn, but I don't think they turn much more on here without touching the bodywork. Because one of the things is JCBs don't have a tight turn circle because of their high speed. You don't want a too tight turn circle if you're doing 45 mile an hour. Especially with something like a tractor, which is quite top heavy. You know, with the big wheels, the centre of gravity is quite high up. That's a little bit of science for you. Which is why racing cars are always very low and close to the ground, to keep the centre of gravity low so you can turn quicker. Some vehicles would take advantage of being slightly higher. A motorcycle, for example, you keep the majority of weight down low, but you do have some up high. It's going to take some to actually get used to driving this. This was a new tighter steering, and it's actually, because of that, it's turning on to the GPS track a bit quicker. This is beginning to sound like an advertisement for Stevie. Now, I don't know if this is officially released, but apparently it's not a private mod, according to Phil. So Stevie may well be released, and it may well have been released, and I think it's on Facebook now. I no longer have Facebook. I'm afraid the last data leak done it for me. And the fact I was always being asked for more and more details, and I began to get a little bit, I don't know if I want them to know all that. Especially as Zuckerberg wouldn't even come to face a parliamentary committee in Britain about the data leak, which concerned, if you remember, a British company, Cambridge Analytica. Yeah, so luckily they've gone bust. Just go back up a little bit. Don't know what I could probably turn in there, but look at that. No, I've never turned that sharp before. Alright, enough about that. So I know that Stevie has a Facebook page. I know we have some of the stuff on PCSG, but we don't have his full range. We have his full range of older stuff, but we don't have all this new stuff anymore. There is no breakup. It's just that he prefers to keep all his mods under his own control. And when you're as busy as Stevie's making mods, I just can't say blame him. Oh, what else shall we talk about? Oh yeah, we'll have a look at that. I can't do it until we've done these two. I think if we've got time, we will go down and get that fork. And apparently it's the one out of the straw add-on pack. So we may well have a look at that. Now I'm not certain if that'll take 3 or 4 bales. I'm hoping that's going to take 4. I cannot remember. I've never used it actually. That straw add-on pack is another pack I've got which I've never actually used. I've still got the eye runner pack. I had the eye runner pack for 15. I never used it. It's a bit silly. I'm the sort of person that companies like. I buy it because I like having a complete series of everything and then never use them. Straw add-on pack is fine, but you need a big farm with big placeable areas. And I play a lot of farms, a lot of maps without big placeable areas and are smaller. Although I remember on Watts I did fit in the soya milk production and several other things in the yard. Oh, incidentally, those who really are a fan of Watts Farm, good friend Mr. Species 7 is just finishing off his Canadian Village series, and then he's going to go back to Watts as his final map for 17. Now, Watts and Species, they go together in my mind. I like Watts too, but in my mind, Species is the man to use it. It's, I'm guessing again that it's going to be full of small equipment, and he always finds something a bit different out, so he has done up till now. It don't always work, would you? But it's also a very good listen. I'll just push you towards Mr. Species 7. I think he's in my recommended list. Oh, in other news, of course, if you haven't already noticed, and if you're subscribed to this channel, you must press subscribe to his. Bipolar Prophet is back. Yes, you can't keep a good man down. He just because he has bipolar type 2, I think it is, and it does tend to, he has mood swings. So he quite often says he's quitting something, but he will always come back. He's a good old boy. He's a good mate. But he's also doing some excellent videos again. You won't get the slick stuff. You don't get. Think about. It's just me. Sorry about that. So he's got a tickle me throat which overtook me. You won't get slick production methods from. Well, you won't get them from here either. I'll leave slick to the likes of Daggerwind. But if you want good content, I'm just going to come away from that a bit. And we're a bit close to the edge. There's actually nothing down here. I think we don't hit any more until the far end, so we lift that up. Get ready to. Alright. It should be down again. Yes, it is. Whoopee. But yes, I was saying about Bipolar Prophet. Great guy. He bumbles his way through it. He admits that himself. He bumbles his way through it, but it's always a joy to watch. I think we got a little. No, we have done it all. Cause you've got to remember, this don't always show live. This is not live update. This is several seconds behind update. I think we might have missed a bit there, but I don't think we're going to worry about that. But that's the second layer on. The beauty about grass and seasons is to get the 3 layers, mow the grass, That gives you your first layer. Weed gives you a second layer. Well, as soon as it's ready to cut, weed again. That's your third layer, then cut. Rinse and repeat. May not be realistic, but it's an easy way to go about with grass if you want to use grass. Keep GPS on from them, but I'm not going to use it though. Yeah. In fact, I will turn it off because it's a bit distracting. Keep seeing that and I think, that's the line I should be following. That's not the line I should be following. I don't want to follow any line at the moment. Oh, one thing I want to ask you, right? You put a dog in, what about a cat? For us cat lovers. Oh, I'd love to have a pet cat curled up. Like you're getting one or two of the maps, you know, wandering about the farmyard. I know a lot of people don't go with the dog idea a lot. Well, I quite like it. Adds a little bit. It's gonna be. Well, you've seen the way I use the dog that OldBor put in here. It's great to set the scene, talk to the dog. Well, at least I find it great. You might find it just great. How are we doing on time? 21. I don't think I'm going to get this finished. What I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this bit here and we're going to go and buy that. So I'm going to just stop. I'm going to stop here for the moment. I'm going to cheat and jump across to this one. We'll just go and pick up. Then if we've got time after that, we will come back and finish this, finish that field off. Now you see, we've now got 109 cows. The only animal we've got on the farm now, apart from chickens. Chickens, of course, are on auto egg collector. Just had enough of the little mini game of hunting the eggs. I like the idea that the water trough mod has done. Or not so much water trough mod, but the extended chicken pack. That is excellent what they've done there. I was going to fit it on here, but there's not actually room to fit it in this map. I won't turn the traffic off again. Seems odd not to see any. Well, look, I think I'll get into the dealers and have a look, so I turn the traffic off. Sometimes I turn the traffic off if I'm doing something off screen which I want to get done fairly quickly without having to dodge the traffic. So one of the things, a lot of those maps that I video on, I don't really play on them as much because I use them as a tool. I know I'm the only tool. Yeah, I think I must have turned the traffic off. Turn that off, get out, and let's have a look. Collarbone, no, I don't want collarbone. Traffic is off, there we are, turn it back on again. That's the point. I also updated this, I'm not certain if that's, yeah. It didn't give me the auto-save, proper auto-save time. This is the, the game extension mod, excellent mod. As you see, I've got my super strength on. Right now, what we want to do is we do this way, shall we? We go up to the little icon and bump. No, it was forks. Now I want the forks for the telehandler. Did I put it in here, or is that under a different? must be on a different sort of straw add-on. No, I hope I did actually enable the Dusty thing. Biling technology. Come on. Ah, here we are. There's that one. This one. Now one of these. Vertical, I think that's the one I want, because that's the one why I'm working. We'll try that anyway, we'll select that. If that's not right, no, I don't want front loader or wheel loader, I want the telly loader. So, but I will get that delivered and we will have a look at it. We'll have a look at it here, then we'll get it delivered. I can't use it on this, obviously. May only be 3, but should be able to manage to lower my bale stack to Plutus 4, which could be a slight issue. Will mean one odd bale, which I will probably cheat and go around and to pick up by hand. Right, get that delivered before I do anything else. Oh, don't really want to do that too, because if I go down to the shop, reset that, let's reset back to the farm. Now we go back, we'll have a look at it and just hook it onto the telehandler and have a look and see what it looks like. We need to sell off some of the other stuff. That's better, we got traffic again. And we can turn in tighter here. We're not actually hitting the traffic as we turn out of that yard, which we were. Oh, we're gonna. Let's see about the light add-on mod on this map and all. Whoa! I think that's saved then, and that started just at the wrong moment. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I think too, I'm just going to praise this map again, that OldBor got the traffic speed just about right. It's not so quick that it's got massive massive hitboxes on it, but it's not so slow, it's annoyingly slow. I can overtake it using a tractor, but it's not every time I overtake. And quite often I've been passed or normally on the inside. I think we've got a slight issue here that's going to fall over. Now if we can pick that up. Oh, yes, it fell over. Oh dear. Don't know if we can pick that up. We'll have a look. What do I do? It's over there. No, it's back here, that's it. So I never put this one away. Got anything on? No, just got those forks on. In fact, I want to sell those forks. Hold on a minute. Garage. I've got so many forks on here, I'm not going to be using half of them. Not those ones. Don't think. What we just bought. This is. I have got forks all over the show. Right, I'm just going to cover clean out of forks. We don't want those, so that's it said. I think the other one's on there, so we'll sell those as well. What I do want is a set of standard forks, though, which I haven't got. By the looks of it, oh, yes, we have. That's standard. Yes, they do. And we've got some standard forks and the other stuff. Right, that's better. We'll just see if we can lift this up. Which side we got to come from? Let's see. Looks like that could be this side. I mean, we'll probably have to do this out of cab because I don't think there's any way we're quite good at. No, we're not. I want to just knock that down to low. No, I should about pick it up. And one of these extends at that one now. Look at this, I think we got it. Yes, we have. One of these now. That's this one. Couldn't remember what button I'd set to what. Right, there we are. That's on the net. Watch. I don't know, I've got a button set to how you open and close those. Not on. Look, I've got to set up a button for this. But yeah, that should work. Yeah, so looks like it's a 3 stack system. Put this up so we can see what it is. Now you see I've got soil compaction on there, by the way. Right, anyway, we're gonna say thank you very much. Oh, boys, grab. That's it. And Z is release, right. That's what we couldn't move those. What? Oh, right, we're fine it all now. Right, anyway, we've got this to play with. So we'll say thank you very much for watching, and if you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, how about subscribing? Yeah, don't cost much. Let's just take a photo of this. New toy. Actually, what I could do with is new toys. Bring this in as well. If you've got any questions, comments, or anything else, feel free to post them. I read every one. Believe it or not. Oh, the little devil one to get going. Hey, look at me, I'm doing a Mark DuPont. I'm playing without HUD up. Right, let's just. I think that should do it. Yeah, we should about see everything there. Oh, hold on, I want to put the brake on. Better. Yeah, we get it like that. We've got both of them in shot. Yeah, that should do nicely. Yes, I'm happy with that. Yeah, any comment, question, queries, feel free to post them in the comment section. If you're not, anything with that, it's man, cheerio for now. Cheerio. And I managed to get this made before the dust cart came. Whoopee. Cheerio all.